Mitraya Namaha. Today we are going to talk about anger management. There are courses conducted on managing your anger issues. There are techniques, counting numbers, or the mind methodology techniques to control or manage your anger. So what we'll do today is we will break down and see, is this really possible? Can someone when they are really angry control it? So this we will see little bit into scientific literature, little bit into spiritual, spiritual side. We will look at it, and we will see how is this really possible. So first we'll see what is anger. I'll not tell you all definitions and classifications, but I'll tell you what anger is. Basically, you want to win over a situation and you are unable to win on that situation. Then you feel, you are really angry. So that is straightforward. That is the only thing which leads to anger. So whenever you are angry, you are unable to control that situation. You are not able to win that situation. So you are angry. As simple as that. You can add any other masala to it, but basically the meaning is you are unable to win over a situation. So they show anger tantrums to just feel that they are winning the situation. So first thing is, to win over some situation, you show or you feel that anger, that session of angriness. So what we will do is, the main purpose of this showing angry or being angry, or you are putting those tantrums, is to make sure that you are winning that situation. That is the only reason why people have these anger issues, right? So first is that. Second is, there are some physiological reasons for being or getting angry. So physiological reason, one is your BP, your blood pressure. Sometimes naturally inborn, their blood pressure keeps them irritable, keeps them unstable. That is why they feel these anger issues. The other reason is decreased glucose level. Suppose the body is not having enough glucose, they feel angriness coming into them. So always make sure that you eat well whenever you are angry, right? Because if your glucose levels are dipping down, you see people who are angry, they are usually hungry. Hungry people are always angry. So if you have stomach full, or at least you are having glucose levels maintained, then I think your anger issues will come down drastically. Okay. The third is dehydrated. If you are not having enough water a day, you will really have these anger issues coming into your life regularly. So drink a lot of water. Isliye, people say drink water when you are angry. Drink water and pani pijiye. So this is natural. Actually, that is true. When you are dehydrated, you have lot of anger issues coming up. You will recollect things which are not happening now, and then you become angry also. So always remember to get dehydrated, your glucose levels to be maintained, and you have to be hydrated regularly. So there are some physiological things that really create that environment of you being angry or you being frustrated. Okay, there are some physiological things. If you monitor these physiological things, the other aspect is your emotional instability. Because you are emotionally unstable, and that leads to that restlessness, and because you are restless, you want to show your dominance by becoming angry, right? So always observe yourself. If you are emotionally unstable, you will be more regularly angry. So these things are common things which you should keep in mind. So now what I wanted to suggest is, what I want to make clear is, if you are really angry, never ever you can control that by counting numbers or breathing. You cannot control anger. Do not suppress anger. If you suppress anger, it will come back with vengeance. So do not suppress your angriness, right? Do not suppress. So counting numbers or breathing or thinking about something else will not help. Never take head-on collision with your angry issues. Never do that. So then how do we manage anger, or how do we come out of this anger? First is, you should deal your anger bouts when you are not really angry. right? You should practice when you are not really angry. You should practice how you can control yourself when you are really angry. So the moment you start practicing, you will really be able to control when you are really angry, right? So how do we do that? You at least maintain yourself 20 to 25 minutes. Observe yourself a day. At any point of time, 20 to 20 minutes, I want you to observe yourself. Things change when you really start observing yourself. When you really observe your body, things change. You really become aware of yourself, and you know when to exactly stop, when to exactly start yourself. So you will not become emotionally weak or emotionally endangered when you are really pressed by someone. So first thing is meditate or observe yourself for at least 20 minutes a day. That is the first thing you can do to solve your anger issues. Next is, always remember, never ever talk when you are angry. When you are really angry, do not talk, okay? Or if you really want to talk, or if you really want to shout and talk, you tell them that you are angry and then shout, okay? So this is a very important point. People who are really angry and shout, they tell, I did not like this and I'm shouting, okay, next time, so that you don't behave this way, is a good way of showing your angriness. Otherwise, generally what people do is they just shout, they just want to show the tantrum and then go. That doesn't fit into as an segment of anger. That fits as if you are mad, right? So you don't want to get mad. You want to, sometimes some situations are the way you wanted it to happen, it did not happen. So you wanted to change the situation, you want to change some other person's perspective. So you show that anger, and you tell them, see, I'm not liking this, I'm really angry on what you're doing, and tell them, and then talk. So once you talk like this, and after that segment, after that 5 minutes of whatever you want to shout, once you've shouted, you should leave that segment there and then start behaving normally, right? This is very important point. Suppose you are in an office, you are managing people, then most important thing is you tell them you are angry, okay? You tell them you did not like that work. That is very, very important. The other thing people generally do is they have this story in their mind that normally when I tell them, they don't listen, but when I shout and when I show my angriness, then they will then they will start working. So I shout, I show my anger to get work done, and I think that's the most idiotic thing you can ever do in your entire life. You may win on that situation, you may shout and make sure that people work for you, but that's the worst way of making people work for you. If you are shouting and getting work done, then you are a fool, okay? This you have to underline. You are a fool if you are shouting and getting the work done. You should show love and then get the work done. And if you are unable to do that, you are not right person. You are losing. You are waste businessman. You are a waste family man, or you are waste teacher. You are a waste doctor. If you are showing your anger bouts, if you are shouting on someone and getting the work done, then you are a fool, right? Underline this. You have to manage people to get that results from them, but not by shouting, because when you are shouting, they may do the work, but when you are turning back, they will give you worst performances. You will not be able to see good productive results. So if you are a businessman, if you are working in an organization where you are managing people, do not shout and get work done, right? This you have to change for your lifetime. The other important aspect is, so if you really want to work on your anger issues, try this technique. Take an ice cube, okay, and put it at the nape of the neck, the back side of the neck, where there is a junction, where there is a depression. Put your ice block there and start rubbing. If you really feel ice is too, you are unable to bear that, you can put it in a kerchief and put it there, right? Do that, because this area controls a lot of your anger issues. So whenever you are really seeing that anger coming into you regularly, not during you are shouting or something like that. Try this when you are normal. Try this regularly so that your anger issues come down, okay? So you take ice cube and rub it at the nape of the neck for at least 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Do not put it and leave it there. You apply and take it out, apply and take it out for every 5 seconds you can put and take it out. Try this. It will control your anger issues. It will control that irritability basically. So those who are really angry and those who want to really manage themselves, those who want to really control themselves. I got this question also from someone. If someone else is angry, how do we control them? Okay, that's a different story altogether. I'll make another video on that. But basically, if you realize that you are getting anger issues regularly, you yourself feeling, why am I shouting? Why people are around me are irritating me? Then you take that ice, do that, and control your blood pressure, control your glucose levels, and drink lot of water. Okay, and if you do these techniques, I think most of your anger issues come down, and you will become more serene, more calm, rather than become that irritable and everyone can easily provoke you, right? So I'll make another video how to control others, but basically remember this: if you are feeling you are not winning a situation, that is not the area where you shout. Okay, you work on that and you win, but not by shouting on someone, right? By shouting, by showing your anger, if you are winning a situation, you are a fool rather than a winner, right? Think on this, and I'll see you in the next video with some other very interesting topic. And please subscribe to VS Pithaneti channel. Mitraya Namaha.